The question is about Deco paint markers. Deco paint markers is an excellent line. They make a wonderful variety of colors, and they come in 2 different tips. And out of all the paint markers I've used, this one has been around and is the most reliable and consistent and good color range and good price range. So this is definitely one of my favorite as far as variety and as far as durability. Again, with any paint marker, the way a paint marker works, it's not like a regular marker. You just don't open it up and write. You need to shake and mix your paint thoroughly in the paint marker before you're using. If you don't, you get yourself into trouble. They're sealed most of the time. You don't want to buy one that's not sealed, but you want to open the seal up. And the reason why you don't want to buy one that's sealed is somebody's tried one out and let the paint dry in the top of the marker and not capped it up. Then you can have a marker that's not going to work for you as well. So you want to start fresh. So shaking this marker up really good. And as you can see, there's no paint in the tip. It is not orange. It's just the yellow nylon. All right. Now what we're going to do with this DecoColor, as we do with any paint marker, shake it thoroughly and then pump the tip slowly. And again, most people get themselves in trouble if they pump too quick. The paint is flooding into the tip if we look now where it wasn't there before. The worst thing we can do is the paint comes down in here is keep working. Keep pumping the tip. But anyhow, you can see paint's in the tip now, and marker works beautifully. This will work on paper, metal, glass, wood, ceramics. Here I have a piece of blackboard. And notice the opacity on the blackboard. Markers, regular markers won't do that. A paint marker will. You have that. Now, with the Deco paint marker and with any other marker, one thing you have to be careful about is just over pumping. And there's paint already in here. I'm drawing along here fine. The worst thing I could do is pump this tip again. And if I pump it, paint will start gushing out. It will start dripping. You just don't want to overpaint your paint marker. It's ready to go. Do not pump it again until you don't get paint out anymore. Again, Deco has a great color range, including silver and gold. So what we have here is a broad tip and a fine tip, which is nice because sometimes you need something small, sometimes you need something a little bit bigger. And they offer a range of both.